So I'm just working on making a tool to check the injector timing. Now, I did have this one given to me, but it's not the right measurement. It's 1.460. According to that, I need 1.484. So rather than modify this one, I'll keep this one that size so I'm guessing it could be for a 53 series GM. So I'll just use a bit of silver steel and I'll turn up a new one. That's where the tool goes in here. And they're talking about the timing, the correct distance from there to there, and I think you adjust it with these lock nut and on the push rod there. So just in the lathe here, I've got a centre in there. I'll turn it up. I've made this a bit longer and I'll cut that off after. Probably won't get down to the size I want with that centre. So yeah, we'll turn this up. Now we have it. Mine's a little bit different there. These have got the flats. I don't think it needs the flats. They've just got the writing in there. It has got some knurling for a handle, but that's fine, I think. I mean, you don't even really need this tool. Probably you can just do it with some calipers, but I thought the tool might make it a bit easier, so why not make one? I decided to put the flat on. I just did it with a grinder. I think when you put the tool in, you can put it down and then turn it. I even got the punches out, not that I got them straight, but I even put 1.484 in there. This is the kit that was given to me. So this is Detroit Governor setting kit. I think it's good for other jobs as well, but it's got a little tools and stuff in there, so it might come in handy. So I've got the rock cover off here. Looks like a little bit of cleaning in there. Looks like a little stuff's been dropped down in there. I'll try and wipe some of that out. So a few adjustments we want to check in here. You want to check the valve adjustment. Looks like they're pretty tight too on some of them, so I have to get the other book. Just have a bit of another look on doing some of that. Now here's that tool. There's a hole down in the top of the injector. Not sure if you can see that this little piece goes into. So you put that in the hole once you get in the right spot, and see that there. It should rotate around and sit on top of the spring, but it's not, so that means it's a little bit out. So if I lift it and then it turns, it's not far off, but it's just that when it is in there I can't turn it. So we'll have to look at it. Yeah, might as well adjust it and get them right.
So just turn a bit more and get this to go down. Oh, they might be already down.
Which one's that?
Number 3. Now they're coming up again. Now go backwards. Keep going, back.
You more?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we do the injector on that one.
You're just going under, isn't it?
Yeah. About the same as that one, but we adjusted that, so let's want to get that one down a bit lower. Because this is adjusting timing, isn't it? And if it's down lower to start with, then it's advancing the timing on that cylinder. Okay, let's do that one a bit.
Gotta get under the lock nut.
Yeah. Hang on, before you move it though, let me just feel this time on it. Okay. You got to screw it down. You going the right way? No, you're screwing that in. Walk. It's going over easy now. Bring it up, bring it back a little bit. That's catching again there. Just work, hold it there. No, don't move much.
I'll leave it there?
Yeah, leave it there. Now try and get onto...
Yeah.
I need to come in from this side.
Need a bent spanner, doesn't it?
Yeah. Got that. Oh, hang on, no, I can go this way a bit, so there. Yeah, that's got it. Right, double check that again. Yeah, it's not catching yet.
Yep. No.
And we've done
that one.
That one. And we checked. We checked this one.
We've done these valves too, haven't we?
We've done that. No, number 6.
Oh, so we're going to mark them off. So which is the next valves?
Okay. That was in 153, 153, 6. So number 6 will be the next one. So these valves will go down.
Now, is there any valves we can check now?
No, we've got to wait for inject to go down. I'm doing 2 lots of firing orders at the same time. It's keeping that. Yeah, these are going down.
Yep.
And that you keep it on them when they stop going down, which is about now, I think. Whoop. Yeah, they're down.
Alright, so we've got all that adjusted, valves, the injector clear height, and we also went through and did the injector equalising, which is using these 2 bolts. You've got the little fuel racks down there. You've got to get all them the same. There's quite a bit of a procedure with that. I'm not going to go. You can probably make a whole video on adjusting those sort of things. There's also even adjustments in the governor housing, but I'm not going to touch that at the moment. So I'll give this a bit of a clean up. It's quite dirty around here, but the dirt's filling by the looks of it. So I'll get that cleaned up, and we'll get some batteries organised. That started pretty good, didn't it? Looks like the oil pressure and fuel pressure is all within spec, so everything seems alright there. But there, that did start quite good, didn't it? It's still blowing a bit of smoke, but I reckon just needs a good run. So I was trying the blade out, and I need to make a few adjustments, because at the moment when you let it off, it wants to start creeping back down. So I'm thinking it might be this brake band needs tightening up. There is adjustments in here to do with this lever. I'm trying to do a bit of research on that. It's hard to find much information about these. So it's a CU-2. So I'll have to have a look at that and see what I can find about the adjustments for it. But at the moment I might just tighten that up, because if I'm going to use this for disking, I don't really want the blade falling down. So So I just got to get that sorted. Check something in the radiator, the tube there, which is the vent tube. I think that might be blocked, and that should be free, because you don't want the cooling system to pressurize. Because I haven't got water in it yet, so I didn't run it long. So sort out those couple of things, and then I can put water in it, and then we'll give it a decent run. with the way the steering clutches and all the mechanicals are going. Tracks are going fine. Let's get some of the rust off it, even those, look at these chunks here. The disc is going alright, but we're so dry at the moment. If you run over the second time, it bunches up in front and then stops the disc from turning, and you've got to go back. Got the swing and drawbar, you need to have that swinging for this. We went downhill there and I mustn't have had the rock cover on properly, and it poured oil out of the front of the rock cover down here and then sprayed back over the machine. So I fixed that, but now it's leaking out the back of the rock cover. So I never got a gasket for that, so I'll just have to get a gasket, that's fine. But the main issue I'm having is it overheating. We get a few laps in, then I'm up around 90 degrees on the temperature. I haven't checked the thermostat, so that's what I have to check, I reckon. But I'd like to do it just a little bit more and then probably unhook the disc and then take the machine up to my shed. It's gonna be a lot easier to work on there. Yeah, look at the mess I made. It might not be flowing through the thermostat or even the radiator. It just seems like it's not getting a good water flow through there. I don't want to do any more damage than I need to at all. Well, I've got it up to my shed now, so it's going to be a bit easier to work on. I might just, it needs a bit of a wash off now, but I'll get in there and I might drain that water out. I don't want to leave that in there too long. I did have trouble with the clutch brake a minute ago, but I've tightened that up and looks like it's working again, so. Now, it's probably been a month or so since I got it going and used it on the disc. Now, I've done a few mods since then. I'll just quickly go over what I've found. Now, it was overheating, so the first thing I did was pull the thermostat out and had a look at it, tested it. It was opening pretty late. These hoses just completely cracked off, so I put all new hoses on, cleaned all that pop up and cleaned all the rust out of it. I spoke to the guy who's a bit of a wizard on these things, and he suggested this bypass line put a restrictor in it, so I cut that and put welded a washer in there with a 10mm hole, because when the thermostat opens it doesn't shut this off like the later ones did, so it can cause it to just recirculate water around the engine and not force it up into the radiator. So I've done that and I'm getting a new thermostat for it, but for now I did drill a small hole through it to let it go through, and so far I haven't had it overheat. It seems okay at the moment. I thought maybe the radiator could have been blocked and not flowing through properly, but so far it seems fine. So I'll probably wait. I will still get a new thermostat for it, and we'll go from there. The smoking issue, it's got better, but these type of injectors, there's not a lot you can do about them. They're probably a bit old and worn as well, but they do dribble a bit when they're not supposed to be firing, basically. You can upgrade them to needle type injectors, but it is a bit of a cost there with 6 injectors, and at the moment it's running, and when you're on full throttle it doesn't seem to blow much smoke. So it's only when there's no load it blows a bit of smoke. And it does run on 5.5 cylinders for a while when you first get it going, until it warms up, and then it comes right. And the other thing was I'm not sure if it's still getting water on the oil now. I've been checking the tap I've got on there, and so far no water's come out, so I've just left the water in the radiator for now, and I'll just keep an eye on that tap down there. Well, looks like only oil. That's a good sign. No water. Regarding the idle, it had a very high idle. So talking to that guy, he recommended have a look inside the governor housing, make sure everything looked right in there. So I've done that. Just pulled this cover off here. Everything looked fine in there. I was getting oil in there. It was all free. So I did unwind this, what they call the buffer screw. It was loose on the lock nut, but I don't know how it would have wound in. So I've unwound that probably a good 1 to 1.5 turns, and that brought the idle back down where it should be. It seems running a lot better with that setup too. Before I was idling high, but didn't have any power, any torque. Where now it seems fine. So that's about it at the moment. So I've been using a lot. Keep an eye on the channel for more videos. I just wanted to add a thanks to Hamish for sending the some bits over. He sent me another thermostat. It's not new, but I've just got to test it. If it does open earlier than what's in mine at the moment, then that's a plus. So I'll test that, and some gaskets here too for the thermostat housing, and some other little gaskets in there. I'm not sure what for, but that was pretty cool. So yeah, much appreciated.